Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Halimat, and if today is your first time on my channel, please kindly do well to subscribe. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to cut and sew these beautiful Ankara shirts. If this is something that you're interested in, please kindly stick to the end. Let's get into it. So guys, in today's video we are going to be using our pattern paper that we drafted in the previous video to cut out our shirts using our fabric. If you've not watched the tutorial on how to draft this beautiful and basic pattern, I'm going to attach the link to the video in the description box. So kindly go to that video and how we come about to get this our shape, the pattern for our shirts. It is very simple and very explanatory. So let's get into it. So guys, the first thing that we are going to do to start cutting is we are going to fold our fabric. You're going to double your fabric just like this. I've already added my sewing allowance to my pattern, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. What I'm just going to do is place my pattern on the fabric like this, the pattern paper. So this is what we have, guys. I'm just going to go ahead for the folding at this lower part of my shorts. I just want to notch it so I can know where to fold by the time I start joining my fabrics together. So I'm just going to this is the front part, as you can see, and later on we are going to cut out the band and attach the band to it, but for now this is what our pattern paper gave us. So we are going to move on to the back side of our shirts. So guys, this is the back pattern, and what we are going to do is just go ahead and cut it out as well. We have the back of our shorts. This is the back side of our shorts, as you can see, guys. So for me to locate the folding area at the lower part of my shorts for the back pattern, because you can see that I don't have the line measured for the fold, I'm just going to bring the front pattern back. I'll bring it back and just try and use it to locate where I'm going to notch for the front, for the back rather. So I'm going to notch. This is where I'm going to notch and notch at the back. So let me just go ahead and notch it as well, just like this, and here as well, just like that. And remember also the dart area for the back, remember to notch it. So for my own shorts, I'm going to add a pocket to my shorts. I'm going to add a pocket to my shorts. So for the pocket, what I'm going to do is, just watch closely guys. For this hip area, I'm going to go in from here. I'm going to just measure 1.5 inch like this. From this area, I'm going to measure 1.5 inch. I will notch it just like this. Mark it. Then for the length of the pocket, because you know we are going to be attaching a pocket to our shorts, so going from here 1.5, I'll mark my 1.5. I can even go ahead and just notch it like this, 1.5, like that. Then I'll measure from here to this place, depending on how big your hand is. But for my own hand, you know, to enter the pocket, I'm going to measure 6 inches from this top area to this place. I'm going to measure 6 inches, or let's make it 6.5 inches. Because so you just go ahead from this place to this place, 6.5 inches, and from this place to this place, 1.5 inch. So you just notch it like this. It's going to make sense very soon. Just go ahead and do the same thing for your own. So you set it aside.
So guys, what we are going to do next is we want to cut out our band for the waist, and my waist measurement is 30 inches, and I will go ahead and add extra 6 inches to my waist measurement because I will need a long band, and if it is too long I'm going to reduce it. But for now, just to be on the safer side, I'm just going to add extra 6 inches. So you're going to double your fabric like that. Then the width of our band is going to be 1.5 inch. I don't want the band to be too wide, so that is why I'm making it 1.5 inch, and the 1/2 inch is going to be for the sewing allowance, while my band width is going to be 1 inch.
For the pocket, I'll just double my fabric like this. Very easy. Just double it like this. You can make the width for the pocket, you can make the width 7.5 inches, and you can make the length 9 inches or 8 inches depending. You remember that it's a short, so you don't want your pocket to be too long, so it's not poking out of your shorts.
So guys, now we are done cutting. We have the pockets, we have the band, and we have the front and back of our shorts. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I want to iron the interface to the necessary parts before I start joining the pieces together.
Just going to that notched area, I'm going to fold it like this. Then I'll look for this other notched area at the top, then I'll just flatten it like this. To do first now, before we start joining our pieces together, is we are just going to first of all sew the dart area. We are going to hold our darts. So guys, what we want to do now is we want to attach our pocket to the front part of our shorts. So I have one part of it, as you can see, and I've already ironed this area, as you can see. So I'll just take this piece for the pocket, the piece that I want to use for the pocket. I'm just going to take it. I'm going to make sure that the wrong side is facing the wrong side. Then I'll place it, just open this place like this. I'll just place it in between it, just like this. I'll just place it in between, then I'll cover it back up like this. For the pockets, can you see? This is the result after stitching it out on our sewing machine. This is what you're going to have. This is exactly what you're going to have. So you will be wondering that how are we going to get a pocket for it to look like this? So what you're just going to do now is just put this, fold it like this, ensure part of it is coming out like this. Even once you fold it, it's going to give you this result equal to this one. Then you're going to have something like this. You can use your pin to hold it in place before we take it to our sewing machine. So what you're going to do now on the sewing machine, you just stitch it here and you stitch it here. You sew it from here to attach this to the upper part. You just stitch it from here, then you stitch this one also. So you just, after stitching it, you open it up like this. You open it up like this, and you would sew, you just cover this place up, just sew it round. What we are going to do next is after attaching the pockets to the front part, each piece of, see, this is the pocket, this is what we have. Can you see? We want to join the back and the front pieces together, and to do this, what we need to do is we are going to try and join this front part together first by the crotch area. I'm just going to use 1/2 inch, just like this. Put your tape through like that and trace it down like that, and trace it down. You're not going to stitch it out entirely, just stop like halfway like this. So guys, what we did for the front part to join the crotch area, I've already marked out where I'm going to stitch down on my sewing machine for the back side as well. So you're also going to join the crotch area for the back side. You just take it to your sewing machine and stitch it out. As you can see, I've gone to the sewing machine to stitch it out, but remember, we are not going to stitch it out entirely. So this is what we have for the front part. You can see also for the back. So now what we are going to do next is, for my shorts, I'm going to add zip to the side, not the back and not the front. So I'm going to make it a side zip. So I'm just going to place the right side of the back shorts and the right side of the front shorts. I'm going to make sure they are facing each other like this. As you can see, my zip is going to be on the left side, so this is the left side by the time I turn it out. So I'm just going to take my pin and pin the front piece and the back piece together using 1/2 inch. You can guys, we've joined the sides together, and remember that I'll be adding a zip to the side, so that's why I left this place open to add my zip. So this is what I have. Let me turn it to the right side. I've also joined this place. For this side, this opened area that I left open to add my zip, after pressing it down with my iron, I've pressed it down. I'm just going to take my zip and use my pin to just hold it down before taking it to my sewing machine.
So guys, after stitching my zip to my shorts, what I want to do now is work on the waistband. So for the band, I'm going to fold in one part of my band just like this. I'm going to fold it in with just 1/4 inch, and after ironing it out, I'm going to proceed and attach it to my waistband. Just watch the video carefully and you're also going to get the same results. So guys, we are almost done with our shorts, and what I want to do now is I just want to fold the lower part of the short with 2 inches, and after folding it I'm going to iron it, then I'll proceed to my sewing machine and just stitch it out. So guys, this is the final look of my Ankara shorts. As you can see, it's looking so pretty and I can't wait to rock it. Thank you so much for watching to the end, and please kindly do well to subscribe, comment and share. See you next time.